Hey, so today we will set up our own MongoDB server on AWS EC2 instances. Okay, so what happens when we create one of the servers on, let's say, MongoDB Atlas? So we get limitations of 500 MB in free tier. But if you also have AWS account in free tier for 1 year, so you can get like up to 26 GB storage in MongoDB server. It will be good for creating your projects and in initial days and so we will set up the MongoDB server of our own as MongoDB is open source. So let's get back to the screen and let's spin up one of the okay, spin up one of the EC2 instance. So here we are. So you have to give one of the name that is I have given database server and I have selected Ubuntu. You have to do the same. Yeah. And here it should be free tier eligible, otherwise it will cost money. And here what you can do, if you are not previously using AWS, you might have to create new pair. If you can click here and select PEM, otherwise you have to install putty and give name and download the file, one of the memorable locations you remember, and nothing much. You don't have to do anything. And do you need this? mm, we can say it default. Yeah. And I don't think anything is needed. Allow SSH from everywhere is set, and here you would be given 8. You can make it 30 because in free tier you can get up to 30 GB of storage, so make it that. And I don't think so anything is needed, so just launch the instance. Am I recording? Yeah, I am recording. Creating security groups. I might change it. Okay, so let's go to the configurations once again and see what's happening there. Custom, select existing. Okay, so I don't know why. In your case it would work, but in my case it's not working. So let's go with the default and try launching the instance. Okay, so successfully initiated. And let's go to the instance. Let's just close. Okay, so we will click here and we are inside our database, sorry, instance. And yeah, I will delete these things, so you need not to worry. Oh, I revealed my IP addresses. So you will click on the connect. Here you will get one of these things, this code. You will just copy and open, not this, open window PowerShell with admin. If you don't get this UI, you can search here PowerShell and click on, right click on it and run as administrator. Okay, make it big and just go to the folder where you stored your PEM file. Yeah, uh, cd AWS. In my case I stored inside M and AWS, and here I will paste that code which I copied from the AWS. Okay, it might be taking some time. Let's see what happens. It's taking more than usual. Why? Connect, connection timeout. Why? Okay, so I got the issue. What was the issue? So let me go back to my instances so that I can show you guys what was the issue. And where are my instances? Database server, here it is. Okay, so come here, and there is that we said earlier that we will see it later, and that was the thing that was causing error. So just find the security tab, and here security groups, click on this. Here in inbound rules, edit inbound rules. All you have to do is select SSH, and here you no need to have IVVP4. We have to select custom, and now it will doesn't say anything. Now if not working, you can also try deleting this, adding again custom, like you can do ssh custom and select this and save rules. Yeah, it will work. Now come back to the terminal, run the same code again. This time you have to type yes, and yeah, here you are connected. And let me tell you, you might get one of errors. I can't show you right now, but to fix that, it will say like public key access and to open, like that. So you can just come wherever your pem file is, you can click, you can go to properties, you can go to securities. Here you will have many of them users, like 4 5. You only have to administrator, you only have to have administrator, no other users. To change that, you can go to advanced, and you can like disable this. I have already disabled, that's why it's written enable inheritance. You can disable this, and then you can try removing all of them in leaving this administrator, and then apply okay, okay, and just come back. And if you try to do this, you will get connected to your instance. Now I am connected. After every connection to an instance for the first time, the thing you do is sudo apt update, um, apt apt update. Yeah, it will take some time, and I will give you all these scripts in the one of the GitHub files, readme files. You can copy from them, and link will be in the description. For now, let it fetch something. Okay, okay, okay. So the second code is apt sudo apt, sorry, sudo apt upgrade and flag y, and it's done. You can see now there are some of the codes that I will just copy, and I will give you these codes. First of all, this, just copy or click and copy, and come back to the terminal and just paste it here, enter. Okay, what was the second code? I will give you these code, guys, don't worry. Copy and go to the terminal, paste this, enter. Yeah, and after this you again have to do sudo apt update, because what these files did, I will tell you. Okay, so what this first line did, they are adding a gpg. You can see gpg, you can say if you have used like node express, you have a package.json in which you have dependencies. Yeah, and when you do npm I, it installs the dependency. So it's doing the same thing. Yeah, it's adding a file inside user slash say sayer slash key rings. This is the file name, and they are like adding a key, a cryptographic key, which is required for the connection, for the secure connection. Yeah, and what this line is doing is, after sudo apt update, they are just updating and like installing that package. Okay, if it is done, you will have one more code, that is sudo apt install, because now you can install MongoDB. Sudo apt install MongoDB org. See, I will give you all these codes, you need not to worry. It will take some time. Okay, it's done. So now what you have to do, you have to try running mongosh. It will not run, obviously. Oh, it ran. No, it didn't. Okay, as you can see, it kind of run. It means you have something related to MongoDB. But how to fix this? Okay, so first of all, you have to start the MongoDB. You have installed it, but you haven't started it. So sudo system ctl, and you will say start mongodb. Okay, Now trying Mongosh. Okay, see, it started. Okay, you can use like use server, any like use server, switch to DB server. Yeah, it's all happening. If I show you like show DBs, and here you can see, because nothing is there in the server, that's why it's not showing. Okay, now you will think like it's local host, Ankush. So how will we connect using our like what we say VS code and all? So first of all, let's just exit from here, and we will go to cd, not cd, there is a file you have to open. That file is vim. Also vim needs admin privileges, so we will add sudo, then vim, and then the file name is, you will find the file inside slash etc slash what was the name, I forgot. Yeah, mongodb config files, mongodb.config. You will not write config full because that's how it works. And sudo vim etc config file, enter. Inside here you are in the what we say configuration. I don't know why it's showing bluish, but if it that's visible. Okay, so for you guys, let me just let me just edit my vim rc file. Okay, for you guys I did so many stuff. And here what you need to do is, here you can see, here it says bind. Let me go to the insert mode, bind IP. Yeah, and what you have to do, you have to make it 00, so that it accept the request from anywhere. If you are already in deployment, you can find the IP address of your server and you can add it here, so that only your server can access your MongoDB. Otherwise, for now I don't have a static IP, so I will set it to 00. And please remember the indentation, because this file is using indentation, so you have to have the space after this colon, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so you will say like, okay, we are allowing requests from anywhere, how do we like authenticate, like who can do stuff with it? Okay, so what we will do, you can see there is already a thing with security, so we will uncomment it, we will out of it, we will delete this. Okay, we will, and here you have to write authorization enabled. Yeah, authorization enabled, and let's just add some comments so that it looks good. Security, sorry for the mistakes, sorry for the spelling mistakes, and I have to add lines above it. Okay, so you have to add this, you have to change the bind IP. Okay, and we will just save this, not this, we will come to the normal mode, and we will say, if you don't know how to use vim, you can google, or otherwise tell me in the comments, I will tell you. Okay, it's done. Now before restarting the MongoDB, what you have to do, you have to go to Mongosh, and I will tell you why. Use admin, and here what you have to do, you have to do db dot what was that name, db dot admin, I guess, maybe not, db dot create user. This is the function that you need to do, and inside this function it accepts, first of the thing is you have to set the user, so it would be string, and let's say admin, because username can be anything, you can put anything what you want. And here we will have pwd, which is password, I don't know why they say it pwd, present working directory. And here you can add your password, let's say we say admin only, admin. And comma, here you will have a attribute roles, which would be an array would have an object, this object would have Inside this you will have role, and it will say admin, yeah, and just give comma and add db to specify inside which db it is. So we will say, what was the name of it? Role admin db. Oh, sorry, it is root. Role is root and db is admin, so it would be root. Yeah, so let's say everything is correct. Yeah, let's just enter. Okay, switched to db admin. It says okay. Okay, so now what you need to do, you need to get out of it, exit, and here you have to start sudo apt, not sudo, sudo systemctl restart, because it's already started. You are restarting it with the new configuration files, that authorization file and bind ip. Restart MongoD. Remember, this is MongoD, not B. MongoD. It started. Let's say Mongos if it's working or not. Okay, it's perfectly working. Now I will show you how to connect it. Okay. Okay, so let's just exit from here. And if you have not Mongo Compass, you can directly use it in your code. But if you have Compass, to test it, I am opening it and it's here. So you can click on this icon and just minimize this for now, because we will need one thing. We will go here and we will see where our instances are. We will click on the instances. We will select our instance which we are running now. Yeah, Linux server, not this one, database server. So we will click in it and we will have a public IP. See, this public address what we needed. Just copy this, come back to the Compass, and here say, first of all you have to add your admin password. Admin, also password is admin, and at the rate you will copy the server name, and that's it. You are good to go. The moment you connect this, save and connect, there might be some errors. Okay guys, so we have a problem. Now I figured it out. So what's happening is MongoDB by default try to connect to the server using the port ID 27017. Okay, and what we have done inside our EC2 instance, we did not have give the permission to use that port. We only allowed port 22 for the SSH. Okay, so what we have to go to the security tab, security groups, and we have to change the inbound rules to also allow, let's just add the rule custom TCP, and here you will add the port that MongoDB uses. MongoDB uses what? 27017, and you will allow it from everywhere. Obviously, again, if you are already in development, then you don't have to use 000. You can use your own static IP. For the moment I don't have a static IP, so I am using this to allow anywhere. Now the moment you save the rule, it says successful. And now if you go to the MongoDB Compass and if you try to connect, yeah, see, I told you it's got connected. We have access to everything. You can do anything, anything you would do with a normal database. um, and now we are good to go. At last I would tell you, suppose there is a error in Amazon server, and suppose your server got closed, and the moment Amazon restarts it, MongoDB server will not restart, because you have to go to the terminal and say it like system control restart MongoDB. But what you can do, you can add a script, and the moment it gets rebooted, suppose you are turning on your computer, there are some files which get restarted on the startup. That's what we are doing. We will say sudo as a system control, systemctl, and you will say enable, to enable um, particular processes to start up on the boot. ENABLE, sorry for the spelling guys, I have lot of trouble with the spellings. ENABLE, enable, and here you will say mongo d, mongo d only. Okay, so see, created system link, and you need not to worry what happens if the server got closed and anything. And you can also type mongosh, it will connect. Now if you try to like use server, it will it will do anything, but you can't do any operations like find, delete, any CRUD operation you will not like. For CRUD means create, delete and update, you would know about it. Let me show you why. Suppose db dot, let's say we say test dot find, and this is a function, so we'll have to add parentheses. And see, can't find authentication. It's because you have enabled the authorization. You have to give admin and password name, so you will no longer be able. There are ways you can search on Google, and if you guys know to tell me to, and tell me in the comments, I will add the video of it how to do that. For now everything is good, you can connect it. You can see the connection here, edit connection string. You can disconnect it, and you can see. Okay, that's for the today. And please like, because it takes lot of, like really lot of hard work, man. And I'm making these type of video for the first time, and I know, like I have burned lot of my mind, like I'm like frustrated right now. So please do like, and thanks for watching.